There we go. Alright. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3, everybody. I feel much better than I did yesterday. And here we are, we're continuing our search for the Leviathan. Because we just got off this rock, and these people have basically lost 10 years of their life.
Signal confirmed. Reapers eluded.
And last I recalled, we have to go back to Bryson's lab to look for apparently the kid of the scientist.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Bryson's assistant Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in a galaxy of fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
You know, I've actually always wondered if they would ever do a Galaxy of Fantasy like spin-off game, like an MMO. I don't know if BioWare could actually ever do that. That would actually be pretty cool. Tyrian archers, man. Let me tell you, that sounds sick.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the project requisitions locker.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself. There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Glad to see that everybody that like does scientist things are actually adept at keeping like records.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't take breathing masks. Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Hey, Mythics, check Discord. Oh, what have you done? There is no way that that's a real card. You're making that up. That's a real card. I don't believe it. I feel like that's a prank made by a child, and like one of the card creators was just like, yes, I agree. By the way, how's the sound? Okay.
I found something. Signal confirmed.
Want to see the better version? I would love to. Because that card is not real.
I found something. We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
The other one is even worse. So for context, the Chillabund has given me a card called the Questing Feldegriff. This is a real card. And I'm going to post it in my Discord if you guys want to see it. I am very disappointed. It was a hippo with wings back in the 90s. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So this dig site may be under attack?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
That artifact she uncovered could be causing trouble. We've already seen what they can do.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles!
Take us in!
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her! Okay, let's get...
Damn! Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on! There, go!
Jump!
Get to cover!
Jesus.
dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
I need my own gremlin. Today I learned that I can't properly read Yugo cards. I saw what happened, but can you please elaborate?
You're here.
This is worse than Thessia.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Gosh, Ted, which way now?
Look for another path.
You see, I didn't realize the card didn't target. Oh. What the world? Where did you come from, sir?
Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Right away. Some wires are short. Shouldn't take much to fix it. Give me a second. Got it. Raising the bridge now.
So I could have used negate the effects of one face-up monster until the end of this turn. So I could have used it and won the duel, which I just didn't do because I'm bad at
Bridge
reading.
is up.
Oh, when
That elevator can't be far.
absolute best for us. Oh, goodness gracious.
This way.
There's the elevator.
Got it.
Of
And
course.
the elevator's blocked. Is there another way out?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Jeez, are you kidding me? At least it isn't snow. I know what the card does, and yet I still don't know why they worded it that way.
We're blocked. Find hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
At least there's no more agitates.
Anne, you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
If this card is discarded to the graveyard by card effect, if it's discarded from your hand to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can target one monster on your opponent's graveyard. Add one dark world.
Around! Go around!
Add one dark world card from your deck to your hand. Then special summon that target if any in defensive position. Huh.
No, Boyles! Stay down! Oh, God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles trying to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Hello! Basically, it does this. If it's discarded by a card effect, even your own, then you get to add Dark World card to your hand. If it happened to be discarded by the opponent's card effect, then you do that, and you can summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard.
Elevators, just ahead.
Get
So,
to it.
so basically, it allows you to have a cause and effect. That's actually kind of nice. Is there like no music here?
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others.
The questing
Where
fell
did everyone go?
Reapers were too much.
Sorry. They didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
I think it's like a mistranslation.
Yes, of course. I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down! they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor.
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard!
Take it out!
Got it!
Nice shot, Tally.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
Bring it down. Okay, Cortez, get in here. Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
Garrus handling that Black Widow like nobody's business. Oh, jeez. Problem solving
okay?
Cortex, which basically just made everything worse for Dark
Yeah,
Worlds.
Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
We
Sorry.
met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
Commander?
This is getting a little crazy. By the way, same thing as yesterday. If I don't feel too good, I'll let you guys know and we'll continue this tomorrow.
Faster than light jump successful.
It was probably fuel or something.
Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
That's alright. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess.
Problem-solving card text. I've
He
never
was
heard
so
of that.
full of stories. He nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Hey James, what are you doing here?
Hey Lola, need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Ow! Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
It can bite.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Yes.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But
Is there anything more that I can tell us as I phase my hand into your shoulder?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Signal is fading. Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this!
Back off! Where are you? Where are you?
Beyond reach.
Jesus.
Trace complete.
James!
Got it! Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Anne, talk to me.
She's a mess.
Edie, did we get it?
We have a location.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
I hope it was worth it.
Good lord.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab. See you back on the Normandy.
Jesus, the possession just messes up people. And the glass is broken. Okay. So what is that basically? So is Dark Worlds a card archetype? Like, what am I looking at?
Commander?
Alright. Time to find myself a Reaper killer.
Signal confirmed.
Dextro rations. Without supply, you die.
Evasion successful. I found something.
Neural map.
Signal confirmed.
This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Let's go get our Reaper killer. My foot. It's numb.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Spooky doesn't
Makes you
cover
wonder
it,
what
man.
we're going to find down there.
A Reaper killer. That's what Bryson's task force was calling it. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice, we're here.
Right. But then what? It plays pretty rough, and if it is a Reaper, I don't know that's the kind of help we want.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it, but if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater.
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Wow.
Everyone all right?
My suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under it.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
It's just
Look at all this. How many have been stranded here by that pulse?
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
It's just ships. Ships everywhere.
I recognize a few of these ships, but only from historical records. They're ancient.
Any idea how old these are?
At CSEC, they always said the key to decomposition was scavengers. Without them, it's quite a mile.
The hull will hold, that's what they say. Whatever God watches over, easily prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the waterline, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What downed us in the first place? Kunshan says it wasn't lightning, it was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely, but where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are trying to reroute. Are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours.
Shepard, we got one of those artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
It's concerning. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you can call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. The rations will hold us 2 days more. Brooks sent a drone to the bottom and it came up with bioluminescent plant life. None of it is edible. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried it anyway. They haven't stopped vomiting, and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kunshan's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spheres, some kind of organic-based alien technology, but nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but if they had helped the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here now, would they? It's getting cold. Ramos is our first death. He tried to throw one of the spheres overboard and something happened. Kunshan and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like madmen. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I am no longer in control. I held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have been at his body like wild dogs. We compromised. He will be tethered to the water to attract scavenging animals that we will catch for food. If he doesn't get a bite within 3 of the planet's days, we cut him with his water burial. We sealed the trains off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's mental state. My kingdom for a shark. The captain gets it now. He tried to lock himself in the ship, screaming that he had to fix it. We were gentle. 1 person for each limb. We let him rest on the sphere. Sometime in the middle of the night, he came around, and now he agrees. We won't leave. Why would we? I think this will be my last entry. Everyone here understands me. If anyone finds us, they might feel differently, but that can be fixed in time. It's so good not being hungry anymore. Oh my god. Oh, they committed cannibalism.
Looks like a damaged
Look, up there!
We've got company, Shepard.
Oh,
Must
you
have been
gotta
right
be kidding
behind
me.
it.
Protect the shuttle! Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on. Almost there, Commander.
Ted, what happened to almost there?
In development, Commander. Fixing it now. Commander, on airport.
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that.
Get it, Cortez!
Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled.
Oh boy.
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Hang on, Cortez.
Okay, we're clear!
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Oh hell.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Can the Normandy extract us?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Nice shot.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I guess we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in. Another power cell for you, Commander.
Grab another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them all.
Got another cell here.
Gotta love moments like these. Oh boy.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability. That did it. Looks like we're in the clear now,
Okay.
Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Good God.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Listen, Shepard. I'm all for crazy ideas, but this one's off the charts.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
But Shepard.
Oh,
I'll be fine.
he's worried.
Closing hatch. Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you. Here goes. Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
This is gonna trigger my fear of oceans.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comms here. It's on.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Oh God, this is making me, ugh.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop. Can't see anything just yet.
You've got to be kidding me.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that?
What?
You have come too far.
Ah, my brain.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Man? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead
machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
You will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
This is a little bit much to handle.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power.
back. Cortez, talk to me.
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
That Reaper is down for the count. It's kind of scary that basically an apex predator of all the galaxy
wake
just
up.
lives in the water
She's
down
freezing.
there.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Never do that again. How did it go down there?
We found it. It's real. A lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. It's a part of this war just like us. And it's gonna help fight.
That's amazing.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
So, basically what just happened is that I basically uncovered an intergalactic god that just basically just told us, hey, so we're in charge of everything, so I just want to let you know, what are you doing?
The second, roughly 12. The Volus, the Krogan, when the assault, the Geth, in the early 2160s. Thresher.
Okay, I'm going to read this. Essentially, nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true name exists. No ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races has been recorded. The Task Force can only conjecture based on limited information provided by Shepard. Their current world is unlikely their home world, so it's surmised that the Leviathans mastered technology in spaceflight despite their immense size and aquatic nature. Their ability to communicate with and mentally dominant land-based sapiens would have been a necessary step, and so whatever home world the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species whose civilization served their purposes. Presumably, their bodies can withstand both the extreme pressure of the depths and the lesser pressure of the coastal area where they might come into contact with these thralls. Transporting a creature the size of the Leviathan in space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It is likely that they used EZO for ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if the Leviathans have modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable. The faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require precise control previously unknown to modern science. One can only guess at the innovations of this species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. Jesus. Tell us how you work. No. Okay. As I said, it's kind of crazy that these things exist. Let's just say there is a God, and he's not happy that we're here.
I found something.
Ah, this place is blinding.
Signal confirmed. I found something.
The Turian Spec Ops team.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful. Reapers eluded.
Well, I got some things to do before I move on to the next one.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
You're sure of what you saw?
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then?
No. Spectre status recognized. Please. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay E-24. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy. Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Where is that guy? Got a fossil, because I know that it,
Now
like...
arriving at ward level, Purgatory.
Somebody was looking for that.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Excuse me. I recovered the Rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D-24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
Welcome to Serta.
Be safe.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I think I know which project you mean, and I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D-24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help.
Actually, I found a Caccleosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Surkesh. Caccleosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective. Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle? That's great. Don't worry about it.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Saren had assassins after you?
Right. I disabled the Geth and found that recording that proved he was working with the Reapers. I went to Ilium and tried to inform the authorities, but Saren's mercenaries attacked me. I barely escaped. I stowed away on a Turian freighter and came out here. I thought I was safe.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We're at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
It's amazing what happens when a tragedy that affects us all turns us into different people. Right now, we cannot afford to be at each other's throats. We have to help each other, no matter the cost. Ugh, I feel the headache coming down super soon. But yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Thanks to everybody who showed up. I really appreciate you. If you guys actually like what you're saying, please consider hitting the follow. And if you're already following, please consider subscribing. You don't have to subscribe if all this more than enough, and it keeps me going. It keeps the stream going. Right now, we're doing a donation donathon to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and it's gonna extend on to the end of December. If you got not the end of December, the end of January. If you guys actually want to help donate, please scroll. You can scroll down, and there's a donation option. And it'll keep everything going. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for picking up the Play Controller, guys. Hope to see you, and I hope to see you soon. I'm going to read out to Tag. Tag right now is doing 7 Days to Die, but with the whole like torture me thing going on over there. So if you guys actually want to torture him, feel free to try to have a bunch of zombies come at him and beat the snot out of him. Bye-bye, stream.